After explanation, you'll be able to draw Venn diagrams to illustrate the sets, find intersection of two sets through Venn diagrams, and write elements in set notation. Okay, what is a Venn diagram? A Venn diagram depicts the sample space as a rectangle and any event as a circle within this rectangle. Okay, whenever you want to draw the Venn diagram, you have to draw the circle, two circles which shows the events, and you have to draw a rectangle. A rectangle shows a sample space. It is a union set, and we will say that it is a union. And two sets mean A and B mean these are the events of this union set, which is U, which is a sample space. So here A, objects here are in set A but not in set B. So in A, in this circle, you write down all the elements of set A. You write down all the elements which are in set A but they are not in set B. And in this mid area, which is in oval shape, over here you write down the elements which are in both sets in A and in B. And the other circle, which is B, you write down all the elements which are in set B but they are not in set A. And can you see the space in this rectangle? This is basically, in this space you write those elements which are not in set A and in set B. So this is how you will draw the Venn diagram, and this is how you will show the elements of A, set A, B, and of sample space, which is union. Intersection of two sets. The intersection of two sets A and B is the set that contains all elements that are elements of both A and B. It means that in intersection you write down those elements which are present in both sets. Suppose that you are having two sets, set A and B. So intersection means you write all those elements which are in both sets, in set A and in set B. You will just write down common elements. Okay, so here when you will show the Venn diagram, show it in the Venn diagram, you will just shade this oval shape area. This oval shape area is the area which both sets share. It means that here you will write those elements which are common elements. In this space you will write those elements which are present in both sets, in set A and in set B. So let's take another example. So when you will draw the Venn diagram, okay, you will draw two circles, and if you want to show the intersection of two sets, so you will draw the Venn diagram like this, the overlapping circles. In set A, where it is written elements in A only, so in this space you will write those elements which are in set A, and where it is written elements in B only, in the second circle. So over here in this space you will write down those elements which are present in set B. And in between you can see the oval shape. Over here you write down all those elements which are common in set A and in B. It means that you write down the common elements. So this is the intersection part basically, where you write those elements which are present in both sets. I hope that this is clear to you. Okay, intersection through shading. If you want to show the Venn diagram, if you want to show the intersection through Venn diagram, you have to draw the overlap circles A and B. Okay, and this mid area which is in oval shape, you will shade this area. Then this shade area is showing the intersection part. In this area you write down all those elements which are present in both sets, which are common in both sets. Here take another example. Let's suppose that you're having two sets, A 1, 2, 3 and 4, B 3, 4, 5 and 6, and you want to find out the intersection through the Venn diagram. So as I have told you earlier that you have to draw the overlapping circles A and B, and this mid area you write down all those elements which are present in both sets. As you can see that 4, 3 and 4, these two elements are present in both sets, in set A and in set B. So in this area you write down these common elements which are 3 and 4, and this part is showing the intersection part. And after writing down these elements, the elements which are left in A you write down in the circle A, and 1, 2 elements are left, you write down 1 and 2 in the circle A. And except 3 and 4, The elements which are left in B, you will write down those elements in the second circle, which is B. So you write down 5 and 6 in the circle B, in the set B. So now this shaded area is showing A intersection B. So A intersection B is equal to 3 and 4. I hope it's clear to you. Okay, let's take another example. Let's suppose that you're having two elements, and the elements, you're having two sets A and B, and the elements of set A are P, Q, M, R, S, T, U, V. And the elements of set B are P, Q, M, N, O, I, J, K, and G. So in these two sets, P, Q, and M are those elements which are present in both sets. So you write down those elements in this mid area, which is an oval shape, in this common area. So you write down P, Q, and M in this common area, which is showing that P, Q, M are the elements which are present in both sets. And this yellow part is showing the intersection. So A intersection B is equal to P, Q, and M. I hope it's clear to you. Okay, let's come to practice now 6 of your book. Practice now 6 is question number 1. It is given that C is equal to X. X is a multiple of 6 such that 0 less than X less than 18, less than and equal to 18. And D is equal to X. X is a multiple of 3 such that 0 less than X less than and equal to 18. Okay, here you can see that multiple of 6. Whenever the word multiple is used, it means that you have to go on the table of that number. It means in C you will go on the table of 6, and in D you will go on the table of 3. But remember the range. Range is given less than and equal to. It means you will stop till 18, and you will also write down 18 because it is written 0 is less than X and less than and equal to 18. So 18 is also included in C and in D. So here let's come to the solution. So in C, you write down the multiples of 6 till 18. 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, and 6 3s are 18. So 6, 12, and 18 are the elements of C. Now let's come to D. In D, you have to write down the elements of D, but the range is given, which is 18, so you will stop till 18. So the elements are 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15, and 3 6s are 18. So these are the elements of set D, which are multiples of 3. So this is how you have to write down the multiples of C and D. Now let's come to the second part. Second part is find C intersection D. Students, as I have told you before, and I have also explained you with the help of example, intersection means common. In intersection, you have to write down those elements which are present in both sets. So C intersection D is equal to, here you can see that 6, 12, and 18. These three elements are also there in D. So these elements are common. So you write down C intersection D is equal to 6, 12, and 18. Because 6, 12, and 18 are these elements are present in both sets. So these are the common elements. So you write down common elements in C intersection D. Now let's come to third part. Third part is draw a Venn diagram to present the set C and D. So now you will show it through the Venn diagram. Okay, students, first see the set C and D. Here you can see that the elements of C are also there in set D. What does it mean? It means that C is the proper subset of D. So whenever you want to show the proper subset of any other set, what you need to do is you have to draw two circles. When you want to show it through Venn diagram, you have to draw the two circles, the outer circle and the inner circle. In inner circle, the inner circle will be the subset of the outer circle. So as you know that C is the proper subset of D, so the inner circle should be C. So in the inner circle, you will write down 6, 12, and 18. Okay, this is showing that C is the proper subset of D. Now except these three elements, the elements which are left in D, you will write down those elements in the outer part of the circle, in the outer circle which is D. So 6, 12, and 18, these three elements are already written in the smaller circle. So which elements are left of D? 3, 9, and 15. So you write down 3, 9 and 15 in the outer part of C, in the outer circle. So this is how you have to show the proper subset through the Venn diagram. Now let's come to the fourth part. Fourth part is C intersection D is equal to C? Now see the answer of C intersection D. C intersection D is equal to 6, 12 and 18. And here you can see that the elements of C are also 6, 12 and 18. It means that the elements of C intersection D are also there in C. So we can say that yes, C intersection D is equal to C because all elements of C intersection D are also there in C. Okay ji, I hope that question number 1 is clear to you. Now let's come to question number 2. Question number 2 is, it is given that E is equal to X, X is a positive integer and a factor of 12. The word factor is used, it means that you have to go on those numbers with which 12 is divisible by. So as you can see that 12 is divisible by 1 because when you divide 12 with 1 you will get 12, and 12 is divisible by 2 because when you divide 12 with 2 you get 2 6 are 12, it's 6. So 2 is also the factor of 12, in the same way 3, 4. So this is how you have to write down the factors of 12. And F is a prime number between 5 and 13 inclusive. Students, remember that whenever the word inclusive is used, it means that these two elements are also included. So you will write down the prime numbers which are between 5 and 13, but you will also write 5 and 13. Let's come to the solution. So in E, write down the factors of 12. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. It means that 12 is divisible by these numbers. Now let's come to F. You have to write down the prime numbers between 5 and 13 inclusive. What are prime numbers, students? Prime numbers are those numbers which are just having two factors, 1 and itself. Prime numbers are not divisible by any number. They are just divisible by themselves. So here 5, 7, 11 and 13. So these numbers are not divisible by any other number. They are just divisible by themselves. So these are the prime numbers. And as the range was given between 5 and 13 inclusive, so you write down the prime numbers between 5 and 13. But you will also write down 5 and 13 because it was written inclusive. I hope that the first part is clear to you. Now let's come to the second part. Second part is find E intersection F. Students, intersection means that you have to write down the common elements. You have to write down those elements which are present in both sets. Here you can see the elements of E and F. But you can see that there is not a single element which is common in E and F. There is no element which is common, so it means that E intersection F is empty because there is nothing to write. There is no element which is common. So you will write down empty set because E and F do not share any common elements. Okay, now let's come to the third part. Third part is draw Venn diagram to present the sets E and F. Here you can see that there is no element which is common. So you will draw two separate circles to show the sets E and F. So you will draw two separate circles, and the first circle is showing the set E and the second circle is showing the set F. So in E you write down the elements of E which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. And in F you write down the elements of F which are 5, 7, 11 and 13. I hope that practice now is clear to you. Okay students, let's move forward. Okay ji, let's come to the exercise. Question number 3, exercise 3C, question number 3. Question number 3 is, it is given that D is equal to blue, green, yellow, orange, red, pink, and C is equal to blue, yellow, pink, purple and black. Part 1 is list all the elements in C intersection D in set notation. Here you have to find out C intersection D. C intersection D means that you have to write down the common elements. Here you can see that there are three colors which are common and which are present in both sets. They are blue, yellow and pink. These three colors are also there in D and they are also there in C. Blue, yellow and pink. So these three elements are also there in set D and they are also in D. So these are the common elements. So you will write down C intersection D is equal to blue, yellow and pink. Okay ji. Now let's come to second part. Second part is draw Venn diagram to present the set C and D. Here you can see that whenever you want to show the intersection, you have to draw the overlapping circles. So you will draw two overlapping circles. The first circle is showing D and the second one is C. and this the mid area, which is an oval shape showing the common area, and over here you write down the common elements. You write down those elements which are present in both sets. So you write down blue, yellow and pink in this area. And now the elements which are left in D, you write down in the first circle. They are green, orange and red. And the elements which are left in C, you write down in the second circle, which are purple and black. You have already written blue, yellow and pink in this common area, so you will not write these three elements in set D and C. I hope that this is clear to you. Okay students, take very good care of yourself. Thank you very much and Allah Hafiz.